Hi, Dyke from Groovy Entertainment. Today we got no book to read for you. Today, book of ducktales, The Hunt for the Giant Purr for 1987. So let's get started. Scrooge McDuck and Flintheart Glomgold, the word two Richard Ducks, was appearing on the television program Lifestyle of Rich and Famous Ducks. Scrooge claimed he owned the biggest and best of everything. See here is the world's largest purr, he said. A big bright purr glowing in his palm. That tiny thing's scarf, Flintheart. Why, I know of a much bigger purr. I know where the legendary giant purr is, and I'm going to get it. Where is it? Scrooge called. Flintheart laughed. You'll never find it. You don't know that you don't even know where to look for the giant purr. I'll find it, replied Scrooge. It worked, Flintheart told his evil partner. Magic the spell. When the show was over, now Scrooge would do all the work for finding the giant purr for us, and it won't cost me a penny. And with my magic, we'll have no trouble tagging along and nabbing the purr first. Magic added with a crackle, but at the same time she was thinking, then I can trade it in for Scrooge's lucky dime, and once I have the dime, I can rule the world. Meanwhile, Scrooge had gone straight home. He nodded hello to his three nephews, Huey, Dewey, and Louie. Then he headed for his super powerful computer. He needed information about purrs. Nearby, Flintheart and Magic was peering through a telescope pointing right at Scrooge's window. They watched Scrooge work on and on. I found it, Scrooge finally shouted, waving a computer printout. The giant purr is on the island of the three-pointed peak. Now Scrooge had to locate the island. For 2 days, the computer hummed and flashed and printed, but couldn't find the island nowhere. I'm not wasting another cent to keep you going, Scrooge groaned, yanking out the computer plug. He sat with his head in his hand. Just then, Huey, Dewey, and Louie ran into the room. They had been checking for the island too. They pointed to a tiny spot on a map of the Pacific Ocean. How did you find it? Scrooge asked. By looking in our junior woodchuck guidebook, said Dewey. How else? Said Louie. Well, Scrooge declared, I know where the giant port is. Now I need something that will help me find it on that island. So Scrooge paid a visit to Gizmo Gearloose, the inventor. Gizmo went straight to work. He selected wires, dowels, and buzzers. In a few minutes, he strapped his invention to Scrooge's waist. This is Gizmo Gearloose Deluxe Purr Finder, Gizmo said. When it is near a purr, it will ring. The next day, Scrooge started packing to go. Huey, Dewey, and Louie watched. Huey said with a sigh, I wish we can go too. Me too, said Dewey. Uh-huh, Louie chimed in. What about school and homework? Scrooge added sternly. There's no school over the weekend, Huey said. We are studying Pacific Ocean islands anyway, added Dewey. This trip could help us, and we could bring the purge to school for show and tell, suggested Louie. Scrooge wasn't so sure about that, but he agreed to let the boy come along. They boarded a new jet hydrofoil with the fearless test pilot, Lunchbag McQuack. It zoomed off, flying smoothly and fast just above the water, but flying silently above the hydrant field was a jet ski plane. and inside the seaplane was Flintheart and Magic. After hours of flying, the hydrofoil approached a small island. Its three-pointed peak rose from the calm blue sea. "Look, Uncle Scrooge!" cried Huey. "Three-pointed peak!" exclaimed Dewey. "I bet the giant bird's ready there," Louie said. Flintheart and Magic landed nearby without being seen to watch Scrooge and the boys' church. They checked the deep cave, no bird. They peered down two volcano cones, none. "Why doesn't the bird finder ring?" asked Huey. They searched under rocks and behind bushes. They looked everywhere, but they couldn't find the giant bird. Patton, they staggered to the top of the tallest volcano cone and looked into its silent pit. "I have a feeling about this volcano," Scrooge said. "But the bird finder isn't ringing," said Dewey. "This thing," said Scrooge, "unstrap it. You wear it. I'm beginning to think it couldn't tell a bird from a potato." Carefully Scrooge made his way down inside the steep volcano cone. At the bottom, hidden from above by a ledge, he saw it. "The giant bird," he gasped. It was the single shining eye of an ancient statue. Scrooge took the bright bird and scrambled back to the top. "Gosh," said Huey, "it sure is big." "Too big for you, Scrooge," sneered Flintheart, rushing up. "But just right for us," said Magic. Waving her hand, she froze Scrooge and the boy in place with her 2-minute human statue spell. "Now," Flintheart said with a grin, as he grabbed the giant bird from the helpless Scrooge. "It's mine." "No, it's mine," Magic said, snatching it from Flintheart. "And I'm trading it for one thing that will let me rule the world: Scrooge's lucky dime." Just then, the deluxe bird finder began ringing. Magic dropped the giant bird and put her hand over her ear. The bird burst into pieces, and Magic's spell wore off. "Look what happened," said Flintheart. "If you hadn't been so greedy, we could have gotten away with the bird." "It's your fault," said Magic. "If you grabbed the bird sooner, I could have had the dime and been on my way." "Serve you both right," said Scrooge. You let me and the boy do all the work, and you expected the reward. That's never the right way." Back in Duckburg, Uncle Scrooge was on television again. Huey, Dewey, and Louie was watching. "Yes," said Scrooge, holding up his largest bird once more. "I still own the word largest bird. The giant bird may be gone forever, but I did find it. And I'll tell you how. I found the giant bird because I worked hard and did my homework." Later, Uncle Scrooge said to the boys, "That reminds me, while we was away, you didn't do your homework." "Yes, we did," said Huey. "We wrote it up last night," said Dewey. "And here it is," said Louie. There was a gold star on their school report about the hunt for the giant bird. So that was DuckTales, The Hunt for the Giant Bird from 1987. So if you like, subscribe, share, and comment, have a groovy day with another video coming out real soon.